family is so religious, but because like we're not really like we're like the black sheep of the family or whatever, we feel like part of it that we are like that we're supposed to love like if you're a girl we're supposed to love boy or boy is supposed to love girl, but we cannot see it that way. We love girl and like we are like changing like orang putih, lesbian, gay, something like that.
Okay, that's why I'm talking about social influence, you see. These are the prevalent social influence. So in the prevailing culture in the West, there is no discrimination. That means they have already put it into their law, you cannot discriminate against the homosexual or the LGBT community. So even I think recently the Canadian government seek forgiveness from the LGBT who were kicked out of the Canadian military. They have to seek forgiveness because those days they were discriminated and then they were taken out of the service. So now they get compensation for that kind of behavior. So the dunya is, there's a saying in this Bollywood says it's a golmaal already. You know, it's topsy-turvy. What can we do? Our weapon is dua and activism. Alright, so we have to work towards that activism, and inshallah we can first protect ourselves and our family and our local community, then we worked on. Okay, but in certain countries it's already becoming quite fashionable. This is again fashion, but this fashion change, you know, just like one time smoking is fashionable in the West, now smoking is not fashionable in the West. At one time women smoking in the West is very fashionable. Now women don't smoke. So fashion can change. Alright, lifestyle can change. But it is what kind of positive input can we give to that society so that they can change. And that positive input must come from our society. For example, we are 1.7 billion Muslims in the world. If we can act rationally through love, mercy, compassion, peace, happiness, success, and we portray that in our life, then people will be attracted to it. They may be deep into this kind of thing that they say, after a while they find no more, what do you call it, there's no thrill in it anymore. So a lot of people at a certain point in life, especially midlife crisis, they will change. So it is not an impossible task, but we must have a community that is strong. So in my book, in chapter 10, we have permaculture. Permaculture is trying to set up an ideal community of Muslims, starting maybe a community of 300 or 400 people, having say 100 acres of land. Alright, we do our own farming, we have our little surau there, we have our library, we have our teachers, we do da'wah work through online da'wah and so on. So we lead a full life. Alright, and that community become a model community for Muslims and non-Muslims. So if we have a non-Muslim who is already living his life as a homosexual and he wants to transform, he come to our community, he sees such a beautiful life, he would want to be like us. So when he wants to be like us, then he is becoming a Muslim, a good person, and inshallah he can be a da'i, maybe in fact he can be even a scholar, Islamic scholar, if Allah give him long life. At one point in life you call him a sheikh. Alright, so that can happen. Alright, we have it happen. For example, not Hamza Yusuf, this Cat Stevens, Yusuf Islam, it's a good example. He saw the beauty in Islam, in small beauty in his Muslim community, and become a da'i. Alright, our brother, late Professor Muhammad Badi Jenkins, he's a communist, doesn't believe in God. He believes in communism, atheism, but Allah turns him around. You know, so there's always hope. It's how we try to use the intrinsic values of Islam. Remember, love, mercy, compassion. Always think of peace, happiness, success. For yourself. I mean, you have every right for peace, right? You like peace or not? You like happiness or not? You like success or not? So always drum into yourself, inshallah, I want my share of peace. So I'm going to work for it. Alright? I want my share of success, I'm going to work for it. I want my share of happiness, I'm going to work for it. But I'm not only going to work for it, I got to change the surrounding so that they also have a share in it. Then we complementarily can have a share of goodness. As I've told you, you cannot go to heaven alone. Alright? Remember this. You can never go to heaven alone. Alright? Like it or not, you have to have the surrounding communities to support your ambition. Okay, sister? Got the idea? Alright, next one.